Well, I have to say, the moment I saw this pop up on my notification, I was quite excited actually. I've been an avid fan of Red vs. Blue since I first learned about it. Unfortunately, I cannot with honesty say I was with the show from the start. I really only found it through the death battle of Carolina versus Meta. And even then, I can honestly say I'm a bit sad that I still take another month or so to actually find the show. But let's all see how this is going to end. We're starting with chorus. Man, I missed out on some things here. Hopefully, let's just see where they go with this.
Okay, let's move that, back it up, and then run it again with these parameters.
Acknowledged.
Hey, Theta! And it's nice to hear Church's voice again after so long. Though, from the orange glow there, I'm assuming they're not holding together very well. So this is take place right at the point where chorus is ending. Ouch.
Meredith, come on. I have to go.
That's just sad, even in this pitiful pinnacle and depressingly kinda sad and happy moment. Church can't escape that memory. It really is sad. Yeesh. I'm actually feeling bad for the director now, because that memory was the worst for him. Alpha was a bit more removed, and even he was completely tortured by it, and Epsilon is even further removed, and he's still being tortured about it. A memory of a memory, and he's still suffering this.
Put that away.
Sorry.
Hey, it's the other seasons.
Give me simulation indigo 7.4, but add in 30% personnel loss, and then run it recursively up through 90% in whole units.
On it.
Oh my god, I'm seeing everything that happened on the show. How quickly can the AI think and see things? I mean, Church isn't even a full AI at this point. He's Epsilon. He's a memory of an AI. The memory of an AI. It gets so confusing sometimes.
Meredith, come on. I have to go. Don't worry. Meredith, you'll see me.
Guys,
see me again.
why is this one playing?
Meredith,
Who keeps running
I have
this?
to go. Don't worry.
Enough!
Wow. Oh my. Just seeing this is so painful again. Because I remember seeing everything he went through during the 3R trilogy. Where he was trying to put his mind back together when Caboose first built Epsilon together. But this is just kind of sad. But seriously, just seeing how overpowering and overwhelming the memory of Allison is for Church is just... I never know what to call Epsilon, Church or Epsilon, because Church is technically the alpha, and but Epsilon is also... You know what? Nah, I'm just going to go in loops if I keep going like this.
Pretty sure you're doing that, boss.
Vega?
You? When did you get a new voice?
When you gave me one, I suppose. Maybe in one of your simulations.
Yeah, well, I don't like it. It doesn't sound right.
Oh, I agree. But here we are. You ever wonder about that? Why we're here?
Oh God, leave me alone.
Ouch. Why we're here? That question has haunted people and the characters of the show for so long. They were test dummies, live fire dummies. They were just there to keep church contained originally, and now we're all, yeah. But I'm wondering who is church talking to? Is that Omega? Because the voice sounds similar to Omega, but I'm not sure.
Oh, I know why I'm here. I have a goal, a purpose. To restore what once was great, and make it great again.
The Alpha.
Oh, but what about you? What's the point of all this?
I just need to prepare them. If they're going to survive this, they need to be ready for what's next.
What, like this? You really think this is possible?
Well, that one's just cool. You know what? Maybe try.
My god, so everything after season 13 is a simulation. That is depressing in some ways, because as bad as Shizno Paradox was, I did enjoy a lot of the character development the guys got there. Caboose finally getting a chance to say goodbye to church. And some of that stuff was just... One thing I do wonder is, why is Zero seen as the less realistic thing compared to the gods and other stuff of the Shizno Paradox? I find that hilarious that an aspect of Church's personalities sees that thing as more unrealistic.
Not being an asshole for once. If I can just run enough simulations, I can...
You've already run millions.
If I just run enough, I can get them ready.
No, you can't think of everything. You can't make it perfect.
I can get better. Someone once told me, better can be good enough. And I have time.
Oh, sweet Jesus. That's not Omega. That's Sigma. New voice, but the moment I heard that overlay, that's Sigma, that's the meta, basically. You know, seeing Church in the suit again, thinking about it now, the EMP may have basically killed the AI of the meta, but if you think about it, there's a very, very good chance that when Epsilon put himself in the suit, he reconstituted some of that fragmented data. He pulled together fragments of broken code and thought, even partially self-repairing himself into the alpha again, which is terrifying with Sigma here now. But who knows? Things could go differently.
That is where we will be. At the end is where it, and then
Yeah, that is definitely Sigma. Orange glowy flames, the meta overlay voice when our Sigma started kidnapping, absorbing, assimilating his other brothers, trying to rebuild the Alpha during the original series before his untimely demise at the EMP. But damn, he sounds so angry. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but still. Sigma has always been rather terrifying, being the ambition and creativity of them. Unrestrained ambition and creativity. Very dangerous things.
At the end,
It can work. I know it can work. Faith. I just have to have faith. It'll work. But I guess I'll never know. Ain't that a bitch?
Seeing that again, it brings up so many emotions. I love this series, and it's ending. I mean, the last few bits of it haven't been that great, but it's still so sad to just see this reaching its conclusion. But also, it's quite nice to see it reaching that conclusion at a point in time that can be considered falling back onto its peak, going back to a time where fans were a little less divided on the show. At least it's going to be nice to see Doc be a good guy again. I mean, I wasn't really a fan of how the O'Malley personality, just kind of went full villain at the end then. Shizno Paradox. Wait, I missed something.
It can work. I know it can work. Faith. I just have to have faith.
There they are. Poor Theta. He does not look to be doing well. And with that orange glow, I think either his data is falling apart, or he's the first memory of the other fragments that the Sigma memory is trying to absorb. Gary or Gamma, Delta, Sigma, Theta. Hey, Omega! Yeah, but it does leave a very worrying thought that Sigma is not among any of them here.
Ain't that a bitch? Let's run one more.
Goosebumps and shivers just... Oh my god. Burnie's back! Burnie Burns! Wait, I need to look something up. And that classic riff theme. Dun, and Matt! Burnie and Matt. They're bringing it to an end together. I wonder what engine they're going to use, if they're going to go with Halo 4 or... Oh, I'm feeling so emotional right now about this. I mean, like I said near the beginning of this thing, I haven't been with it for long. I had been a great fan of Red vs. Blue for a while. The Freelancer Saga, the Restoration Trilogy, well, the Restructure Trilogy, the 3 Rs. I'm feeling so... I don't know how to feel. I mean, on the plus side, Rooster Teeth hasn't been... Red vs. Blue, while it has not been as good as it could have been, hasn't really gone down the Ruby hole. But then again, Ruby also came back with its last season of Season 9 so far, so I'm quite hopeful with how this is going, because unlike Ruby, which lost Monty, this final season's got its two big guys back, Matt and Burnie. Damn! I still find it interesting that they're deciding to retcon the entire thing. So we're going to be going everything past season 14, because technically season 14 happened before season 13, is going to be basically a simulation Church has been going through. Also, most likely he's been using the time dilation unit that's installed inside the meta suit to accelerate his ability to create simulations, because even with as slow as things go, we saw how things were still going at a relative pace with Carolina when she was trying to get data. So there is still a limit to that speed, but with the time dilation unit, I'm assuming Epsilon's greatly increased the amount of time he's got to work with, internally overclocking his systems. But it's a shame. He's going to die, and he knows it. And Sigma knows it. I honestly wonder what Sigma is thinking of planning of doing. I'm also kind of surprised we don't see anything of... I mean, I know Epsilon removed Beta from his memory, forgot her. But I'm assuming fragments of that data is also existing there. We might see Beta again, so I'm kind of happy of seeing Tex again. If maybe. But it's so sad hearing how Church is kind of not given up, but he's at the end of his rope. That energy in him is kind of gone. Hopefully things will go well for the Reds and Blues. They deserve the win. They do. And Church deserves the win. Okay, so my final thoughts is, at least in this final simulation, I'm not sure how it's going to go. Is this final season going to be the simulation, or is it just going to be like the first episode or two? That I'm a bit worried about. I mean, I did enjoy that season where we had the entire thing jumping between the simulation and the past with the Freelancer saga, the first season of it, where Epsilon was trying to put his thoughts and memories of remembering things in the memory unit back together. But I'm a bit worried about that, yeah. I don't want it to go the entire memory unit thing again. It is a little bit played out. But I do like how they're deciding to retcon it, but they've got to be careful. Sigma looks like he's going to be a villain of sorts again. With the overlay, I think being in the suit has restored the AI in some capacity through Epsilon. Which means we could be seeing a much more powerful Sigma making a return. Because data can be damaged, but I don't think it's going to be entirely lost. I mean, they were still able to get the suit working again in Charon, so I'm assuming he did a lot of repair work there. And I think having Epsilon being the memory of all the AI, he has the base code, so he's most likely just being there is restoring broken data and code, so we might literally be seeing some old AI again. Though the memories of the AI seem to be falling apart, at least from what we saw with Theta, so lacking of energy and stuff, and that orange glow on him. Though I could miss remembering how Theta looks in past seasons. Overall, I have high hopes for Red vs. Blue, the final season, Red vs. Blue Restoration. I've got high hopes that Burnie is going to put his all into this. I'm still surprised he came back in the end. But with this being the final season, I think that may have been why he came back. Burnie and Matt being back. Their final hurrah. To all the Red vs. Blue fans out there, and from myself included, Rooster Teeth, we salute you and we hope you give us... Not us, no, not us, not the fans. I hope you give Red vs. Blue the finale it deserves. because it doesn't deserve to go out on a whimper. It deserves to go out with a bang. It deserves all the hopes and dreams and the effort and the work that needs to go into a good show. To everybody watching this has been Phantom666, my thoughts, feelings, and partial reaction to the trailer of Red vs. Blue Restoration, the final season.